Antifa is not an organization.
All right.
How about you shut up, man?
Oh, clown. You clown.
I like what he said.
See, here's the thing, though. All right, so we're recording now. But listen, that part, see, here's the thing. First of all, I don't think it changed anybody's mind as far as their base is concerned.
No, it didn't.
Neither one of them.
No.
So they just, I mean, it was a SHIT show.
Yeah?
I watched it for the hysterics.
It was
I
just nonstop.
Disturbing.
Now, like, I'm sitting there listening, and I'm like, please just speak like a normal person would. You know, and right off the bat, I mean, you know, and like I say, I'm not just beating up on, but the first question to Biden, he changed the subject within the first sentence.
He didn't answer any questions.
Yeah. I think, I have to give him credit for hanging in there. Because that was like, I would have walked off and said, listen.
Biden performed better than I was expecting.
Yes.
Yeah. Considering the pressure.
And I was,
I mean,
and I was
He didn't
hoping,
really get messed
I
up.
was hoping that it would be a little more civil. I like watching debates because I like that back and forth,
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
but not the whole thing.
Because you couldn't understand what was going on. But in Trump's maybe defense, he's on a national platform. I'd probably be the same way. All the fake stuff they say
There was
about
no
me, I'd be
defense
going
for
at
him.
it
My
too.
See,
opinion.
the thing is,
There's no defense for him. But that's our family.
the thing is like I say, and it was interesting too because if you look, and I don't know if they had the cameras. I don't remember them seeing, but when Biden would get to one of his, you know, rehearsed points,
Yeah.
they have the camera right on his face, and he'd look right in the camera. I mean, that's a politician. He's been doing this for 47 years.
You know, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like the old-fashioned.
Well, how about Trump?
For Trump, it's just like a boardroom argument or something.
But how about Trump? I've been in office.
Times 10.
Come on, how about this enough? I've been in office 47 months. You've been in there 47 years,
47.
and what have you done?
I like when Biden said
The thing
the
that-
only way you'd know a suburb if you got lost. If you got lost, I mean, he was saying about
Yeah.
the problems with the suburbs.
thing-
I thought that was right on point.
It was just like I say, nonstop. It was. Can we, first of all, there should be some civility to this. You have to have. It's a debate. It's not an argument. There's two different things. Last night was a televised, unorganized, chaotic argument with two old white guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what did you think of Chris Wallace?
Hey, he's an old white guy too, with a mask
remember
on.
that. You gotta
I think
respect
he
your elder.
stayed pretty.
Wait, how old are
People
you?
were throwing him on the bus. I go, oh
He
my
wasn't-
God.
You're 1 year older than me.
I think he should be
Damn,
president.
He wasn't one-sided. I think he stayed very neutral. Mr. President,
Nah, I think
shut
he-
up.
No,
And
and
then
he
he said,
wasn't.
Mr.
Yeah,
Vice,
never was.
he
Watch
told Joe
that.
Biden, you're not answering the questions. I
Yeah.
think he stayed pretty neutral.
It was it was the way he asked the questions. He formed questions in a way that were sided.
Yeah.
The question itself was not as sided as the way he formed it.
Yeah.
No, wait, and what's that?
This is mine, copy.
Why do I have this?
That's an important thing what you just said.
That's what they did.
With all of the unrest in our country, they went on live. And listen, this is the way people are looking at us around the world.
Well, exactly. And they
Oh,
went on
they
live
already
TV.
chimed
With
Yeah.
all of
Unrest.
the unrest that's already a large part of our situation that we're dealing with in this country, and they're completely.
Macron already said, I can't trust the United States.
Who?
Macron, France.
Well, that's France.
Well, what's wrong with, I love France. Well, what's wrong with France?
They always have a kind of attitude towards us.
Evan's got one down there. He's putting.
Well, they were allegedly buddies.
This is 2592. I need
Don't you think?
2586 to 2591.
Macron. So
My next
Yeah,
number.
Kevin's got
again,
that. He's still.
I
need
would have
2586
really
and
liked
I can
to
go
have
to the
heard.
I can't do anything.
And here's the thing, and as far as
This should
citing
be 29, not 28.
questions,
What should be?
I
in
mean,
a,
that
in
this
a,
should be
a negative
929,
to
'cause all the numbers are missing.
already
That's
start,
Monday.
and you know
That
you're,
Monday.
you're asking
That's
Trump,
Monday, but it
who
should
is
actually be Tuesday.
explosive.
They need 2586.
He came in.
got a
So-
gigantic ego.
2591.
So
Yeah,
it doesn't
can you
take
get
a
those
lot
for me?
to
And I
poke
need
him
this.
to get him to react.
Absolutely. He came in.
Well, he was definitely being poked by the moderator and his
Yeah,
opponent.
Chris Wallace was.
You think
Chris
you took the wrong
Wallace
one, I'd bring them
was
back.
poking him to get a response like that.
They were fighting most of the.
It was just ridiculous. And the funny thing is, you know, it's Chris Wallace, but he does work for Fox. So if Trump thinks they're going to get any easier moving forward, they're
Yeah,
only
'cause
going to
who's
get
next?
all of the questions are going to be sided to poke and get him to respond, and he gives into it.
Well, that was it. I saw the more Biden stays quiet, the more Trump implicates himself.
Sure.
I
But,
mean, seriously.
but what aggravated me, though, is
What do you think, Jerry?
Biden got around every
You don't
question. Trump, maybe he didn't answer the question that was being asked, but he told statistics. Statistically, he gave the VA more money. He was telling facts. He was telling truths. He was telling truths. He gave the VA more money. He did go after other countries for money for us outsourcing the president. He did it. You can find it everywhere. He at least told the truth. Biden
The one
lied
thing,
about stuff.
and the one thing that
Sorry, girl.
upsets
I can't.
me
But that's
is
facts. Trump did do that.
how you can't really blame him for today's economy.
No.
You can't.
No,
There's
that's-
just no way
Well,
around it.
because there was a virus. I
Right,
mean, that was
right.
going to happen with him.
So they're not going to win
Before this.
points, except for with their own
I know
base,
probably the
the
one he has.
Democrats,
He probably got the wrong
by
one.
keep pushing that.
Yeah.
Because
That's not the real one.
anybody that's
That's
breathing,
two
that can
things. I'm
think,
gonna need
that
that, but I
has
need
lived
my
in
base
this
first.
country and
Well,
saw
there
what
you go.
happened,
Get your money.
knows
Okay.
Yeah.
that it's not. Now, when you keep saying, when the Democrats keep saying, well, he didn't act on it, he acted like it was, well,
Well, this I
when he
guess
first
they-
did, you were calling him xenophobic, and you were calling him, you know, you were the ones that were saying, come on, let's go to Chinatown, and let's do this, let's do that. And then, when you realize, well, wait a minute, maybe this is something. Next thing you know, within a couple days here, we're like, you're not doing enough. Well, you just told me I was doing too much.
Yep.
Well, one thing, and I think we all could agree on that, when he went after his son. That was so bad.
That killed.
No, but listen,
that was
Because
bad.
if somebody went after my son, you know, I'm in mama mode, you know.
That
I mean,
was bad.
he
no,
could have said.
hold on. You could have left out the son somewhat, but you have to bring it up because the father, Joe Biden, this is part of his history. This is part of his legacy. This is something that he did to get his son into that position.
I'm talking about the son that passed away.
No, he didn't
Oh,
talk. He didn't talk about.
Well,
that.
he
Trump
said,
"I don't know.
my
Bo, I'm
son
not
fought in
saying
the
anything."
war,
Yeah.
and you know, and he said he could have said, I'm thinking, I thank him for his service. He skipped over that and went right for the.
But
You know,
he
I thought that was
He
bad.
did leave that alone. He said, "I don't know Bo, and I have nothing to say about Bo Biden." He talked about Hunter
Did
Biden.
he say that?
He did say that.
I got
now
lost in
with
translation.
Hunter Biden, though, they went after Trump for impeachment over why in the Ukraine Hunter's making
then
$100,000
bring it up-
a year. But why? Nobody answered that
But bringing
question.
up his coke
No.
addiction,
That I
Millions.
didn't-
why?
Millions, and then now he got 3.5 million from the Prime Minister of Moscow. Why?
But
why is that?
But why bring up his coke
I
addiction?
didn't like that. I didn't
why,
like that.
Why go?
And
for
here's the thing
worst
too, because you
insult?
don't have
I
to.
didn't like that.
You don't have to bring that stuff
I
up
did not.
because I think everybody already knows it.
I didn't know it.
No.
I didn't know he was. I didn't know he had a
Oh
coke
my
addiction.
I didn't either.
goodness!
He
Swear
got.
to God.
He got.
You
mine.
have to turn the channel.
I do. I don't watch CNN. I watch MSNBC.
It's the same thing.
It isn't.
Oh my goodness!
Joe Scarborough's a Republican.
He is not.
See, I didn't think Trump should have said anything
You
about
can't.
cocaine.
You can't get mad at me for my side. I don't get mad at you for yours. Yeah.
I'm not mad at you for your side. I just want you to get more information.
I know, and I have it. I do. I really do. I just can't get past Trump. I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. I can't. You think his performance was horrendous last night?
They both were. The whole thing was.
Honestly,
The whole
The whole thing
thing
was terrible.
it was.
was a mess.
It was. It was. I don't think there should be another one.
I
don't.
think-
because I
I-
think it's going to be worse.
It's sad because
It was very sad.
he was definitely pushed to respond. Now, I would hope
Hello?
that he had a little more control to not
Well,
give
then-
in to those
He came out.
prodding.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
both of them.
You know, a lot of
I need
people
money
like
before
that.
I
I
can purchase it.
don't.
Not crazy like that. No,
No, I
it was
didn't.
very stressful to watch it.
You
Didn't you
brought-
think?
And like I say, both of them. I was really surprised that Biden did as well as he did, though, because he does not have
Okay, well then
a lot going on right now.
Well, especially under that
That's what you need to find
circumstances.
for.
I
You can't
mean,
skip numbers.
I was getting anxiety watching it.
Under what's because
And I
Well,
had
talking
them
about the
screaming.
atmosphere. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
I
I'm
mean,
assuming
my
for
God.
1988. So
I think there's probably more people
2586 to 258
that are in the
2591.
Democratic base that were
Where are those
happy
bills? Unless the bill is
about
numbered.
him calling the president names,
Which is okay
So-
too, but
calling him a
nobody
clown,
else
and
finds it hard.
I was.
you know, the thing is,
Well,
though,
no,
like
I
I
don't
say,
think that's the way.
I don't
insult
think that
people.
either side should be doing that.
No, because I
Again,
don't.
it wasn't a debate; it was an argument.
Me
and
as a
it-
person, I don't go after insults of people.
A
I
debate,
just
a
don't.
debate
It's not
is a
me.
controlled argument using facts
Yeah.
to try to make a point. Where that was just an argument. That was just two people yelling at each other.
What do you think about him not, you know, about the white supremacy thing when he wouldn't denounce it?
He said stand
Stand-
by, but be on guard.
Yeah,
or
I said,
something.
Tony, stand.
I don't know. I didn't hear that, and I saw it
Sit back
written.
and
This,
stand by.
I saw it written too. I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Bobby
he
told me
did.
about it this morning.
I don't know what he means by that. I know the last time with that whole thing with some of them are fine people, that was
Yeah.
completely taken out of context because he wasn't talking about the white supremacists. He was talking about all the people that were there
In Trump
on
Tower,
both
yeah.
sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how about
But I think
Biden
it's the way
saying
he
Antifa's
presented
not
it.
an organization.
Yeah.
Antifa's not an organization. And
Here's the question I would have. If
I'm not
I was
really
Trump,
versed on
if I was
it.
Trump, this is the question I would have put up. All the people that are riding the street, who are they going to vote for?
Biden.
You think? Do you really?
All the
Don't
people
color me
that,
nice
all the
this
people
way.
in Portland,
Uh-huh.
right?
I don't know. I don't.
Seattle.
I just consider them thugs that just want to
Yeah,
start
but-
trouble. I do. I don't
If
know.
if they were to vote, they're definitely they're most of the violence that there is because they hate Trump. Now, who do you think they're going to vote for?
Yeah.
Then they asked Trump.
They're not going to vote for Trump.
But then Biden asked Trump.
But then- won't even vote.
But then whenever somebody like because people are getting frustrated, like that kid that came out and trust me, he was being chased down when he turned around and shot that guy. But all they do is they look for those little ones, those few little people that are going there to try to break up the, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to counter it instead of looking at the big problem. And I to this day still can't understand why people in a Democratic, on that side don't condemn the rioters because they're taking away, the people that have a gripe, their right to peacefully protest.
Well,
Oh yes, no.
one
that's
thing
okay.
that
Okay,
somebody
that
said
makes
this
sense.
morning, I don't know, it was El
That makes
Sharpton
sense.
or
Okay,
somebody.
good. So then I
Said-
have my news. Okay, no,
Lord.
that's
I never
fine.
liked
didn't
him a
know. I
long
forgot
time
he
ago.
uses-
But somebody said it on MSNBC and they
uses
go,
the same number
No,
when
it was
he
John
uses that
Meacham.
show. Okay, no, that's good. So
The
this is my news.
historian?
So then
I
on
don't know.
Tuesday.
and he said,
And then tomorrow.
this kind
or
of thing
later
could
today, I got
help
it today. I
give
mean,
the
whatever
idea to
it is
people,
today.
I'm not
So
going
they
to
can-
vote.
But it will have that
So
effect
then
to some
he puts
people.
down-
Don't you think-
On the Democratic side.
You think not other?
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
do
yeah.
I-
Well,
can I
Republicans
take
are
the shipment
notorious
out
for
with just
voting.
Mondays, or do I need
Democrats
to put it on
It's,
Tuesday,
that's
too?
the other way around too, right?
Do you think? I think that Republicans
The
always
Republicans
show
Well, I
up.
have
they
to
don't
wait.
have a machine the way the Democrats do, where they go door to door and they give people rides to the voting booth and they do these.
All right, good,
The
good. Then I can
Republican
do that
side
and
don't
take
do
this
all
out.
that.
Awesome.
Well, because
Thanks
they
for bringing
vote.
that one when it's
The
done.
Democrats don't
right.
show up. You know. Now here's the thing. I put for a ballot. In June for November.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know. I still didn't get it.
Now,
I got an approval in the mail.
Somebody else got it with a bunch of other ones that they're all filling out.
Now,
I never got it. I got an
Listen,
approval.
and we gotta talk. We
wait,
gotta.
hang on, 1 second. I totally missed where you were because I was on the phone. But how about when
I
we're
need some- I
when
need
we're
somebody
talking
to side
about
with me.
voting? Biden's trying to say that it's 100% legit. It was just the FBI's in Pennsylvania. They threw away Trump's ballots.
Did
How
you-
is that a lie? That's not. That's what
Did you
happened.
see
It was a
You see-
mistake by a poll.
No,
There's videos of.
The FBI was
But they found it
dumping them in the trash.
in Wilkes-Barre. That one was.
No,
around?
I don't know what state that is.
But the
first of all,
military ones were from us.
Yeah, but
and listen, and even
Wilkes-Barre
when
did.
that
But they
story
caught
popped
it.
up, when that story popped
caught
up,
it.
when that story popped up, yeah.
But it did
somebody
happen,
did
right?
make
You
that-
can't say it didn't happen because it did.
When that story popped up, so I posted the thing because this
I
happened.
should have looked at your face.
This happened when Lincoln was running for a second term. Okay, so it was from New York State, right? This is how the absentee ballots all came about. So the people that were still fighting, the soldiers that were still fighting, got to fill out absentee ballots. They had to be verified with four different signatures,
Oh yeah.
and then sent back to the state that they came from.
Oh really? Is that how they do it now?
No.
No. How do they do it
That's
now?
the way they should do it if they're going to do it.
Yeah.
They just send it to you, you fill it out, and send it in.
But historically, these mail-in ballots have worked for decades and decades. I mean, don't you think Trump's
First
kind
of
of
all,
setting it up
we've never done this before, so you can't say that.
because of the
There was
pandemic?
absentee ballots.
Yeah.
It's completely different. So, in the Second World War, when Lincoln was running, the Democrats from New York went down to where the soldiers were, collected their absentee ballots, and forged them all for the Democrat. So, from day one,
But this is here and now.
this hasn't worked.
Well,
So I posted that.
But it
I
has
posted
worked.
that on in with this other story in this lady. What does that have to do with Pennsylvania? Right. It doesn't have anything. It has everything to do with it. I'm not talking about the state. I'm talking about the policy, the process in general.
well, one thing I'm
It's
saying,
open to fraud.
Do you think that helped or hurt Trump last night?
I don't think it did either.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Are you going to win over?
Yeah.
Who are you looking to win over? They both, nobody that is already going to vote for them is
No,
changed their
that's
mind.
why I don't even think debates make a difference at this point.
No, debates, out of everything,
I like
out of all of the signs, all of the TV commercials, out of everything, I think the debates change,
Do you really?
more than anything else.
See, I'm the I
Because
think
you get
people
to
already
see,
have their heads.
you get to see people real.
Yeah, yeah.
You're watching commercials that are full of lies all the time. You see,
Gross.
I don't even get the whole yard sign thing. What's that? So you show your neighbors,
I
who
know.
you like? I don't know. It
I
doesn't
know.
do anything.
I know. Well,
All right, I gotta get out of this because we're way over time here.
oh, you could go all day on this.
We could go
All
day.
I know is November 9th, I'm saving a person.
I think,
There's no
and
way
we're gonna wind this up with.
There's no way I'm coming in.
I couldn't sleep last night.
Me neither.
And the only thing that I kept going through my head, and I'm not a guy that curses, is HIT show.
Yeah.
Yep.
it certainly
Because that's
was.
what it was.
And it was.
They didn't prove anything to anybody other than what we already knew.
Nobody came out of that saying anybody won that
No.
I could see, and they didn't.
Chris Wallace won.
Yeah, and people were throwing him under
I
the
was
bus.
him. I'd want to punch him. I'd want to punch. both
No,
of
well,
them.
I mean, for
People-
himself,
I-
for himself, he lost as far as being a moderator and being able to. I guess in his mind, he won. That's about.
But who do you think would have been able to have control of it?
Did you stop that?
All right, all right, we're backing out. Say goodbye.
Bye.